Hello, everybody, and welcome to a brand new episode of Roll20 Presents Dungeons & Dragons Ghosts of Saltmarsh, The Final Enemy, Act 2, Part 1, Scene 1. It's actually, I guess it would technically be like Act 5, Part 1. This is the pre-scene, Dramatis Personae.
I have a very important Shakespearean question. Are we in a drama or comedy?
Which one is the one where everyone dies at the end, but it's still funny because they're all dead?
Tragic comedy.
Hamlet.
Yeah, Hamlet, right?
Hamlet is not a tragic comedy. It is definitely a tragedy.
I don't know. It depends on your opinion about Hamlet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a version of Hamlet where we have a canned laugh track. And then every time something really sad happens, we just get the like a studio audience. This episode of Hamlet is filmed before a live studio audience.
I mean, Rosencrantz and Guildenstern, they're there to make you laugh. Die off stage.
It would be.
What is that? What is that song from Singing in the Rain? Make them laugh, and just like
It's a good number.
I don't know. I think Hamlet's pretty funny.
It's not.
I mean, no, the guy, not necessarily the play. Though, as a result, I mean, he's kind of like, he's funny in a like, look at this moron
Look
kind
at
of
this
way.
loser.
Look at this lunatic.
I mean, he's got everything given to him, and he's still super upset about everything.
Yeah, he's like seeing his dead father. Like, that doesn't seem good.
Hamlet, a man needs help.
I think he's inhaled a bit too much of something.
Very appreciate this line from chat. Jewel disengaged, stage left, pursued by a bear.
Exactly.
Except for stage left is like actual right.
Well, except that we're already confused enough about directions because we got Zorth to contend with. We have map up. Like it's a whole thing. We got some confused. And now 3D, right? Everyone's a cube now instead of just a flat plane.
Everyone's a cube.
Everyone's a cube. So, yeah.
I want someone to take our like circular tokens and make them into like weird cubes.
Like you can do, and I've seen before in D&D adventures, though I've never used with Roll20 isometric maps. Like they exist, but they are very complex, right? Because you can draw a three-dimensional object on a grid in the same way you can draw a square, but then it's like the characters are like columnar and like. Yeah.
So is that your like sneak preview of Roll20 VR or?
Yeah, right. It's a lot, and that's why like every game I've ever played that uses maps and like tactical, whether you use hexes or squares or whatever, immediately as soon as you introduce 3-dimensional combat, you really have to like slow down because like are D&D characters exactly 5 feet to a side? Like is 8 technically 5 feet tall?
I didn't tell you guys, but Makaria is 5 feet tall and 5 feet wide, and all of her armor and weapons fits inside her own body, which is a cube.
Yeah, are we 16-bit Final Fantasy characters or are we 8-bit Final Fantasy characters?
Minecraft D&D now.
So the solution to this problem is to do a Planescape campaign where everyone is Modrons, and then you don't have to worry about it because they're exactly 5-foot cubes across the board.
Look, even Final Fantasy knew that characters were not square. Their sprites are not square. They are rectangular.
They are.
In fact, there are 2 squares put on top of each other.
Yeah.
So everyone's 10 by 5.
Final Fantasy is better than D&D 5e.
All right.
You can't say Final Fantasy across the board.
You might. That's categorically false.
That's very false. I think
You do know you're on the D&D channel right now, right?
Fight me, D&D 5e. What are you gonna do? Advantage me to death?
No, they'll use their inspiration.
That's right. They use their inspiration to destroy you.
I saw your Twitter post earlier. Do I have inspiration?
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah,
I tweeted earlier. Everyone on Earth has inspiration now. You get one. So that applies to all of you as well.
It's real.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
it's a real shame, but I already had one, so it's pointless and worthless and completely useless.
Yeah. You
so stop RPing until you use it.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, the RP switch is off. Stop tryharding and just play the game.
I can't stop tryharding.
Listen, for those fledgling dungeon masters out there, this is how you do it. People will tell you a proper D&D group is made up of like a fighter, a thief, a wizard, and a cleric. But really, a group is a rules lawyer, an RP tryhard, a cosplayer, and then whatever Blue Jay is. a problematic asshole, I guess. And that's how you get a perfect D&D group together.
We did it.
I mean, now I know there are a lot of DMs out there who just listen to me say that they're thinking about their group and they're like, wait a second. I have that. That's true.
Just tweet at me your own problematic fave in your D&D group. It'll be great.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Divisive fave.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're like the Breakfast Club of Dungeons and Dragons groups. Yep. I mean, I feel like every group you can kind of do. I mean, it's like the Zodiac. You can kind of you can astrology your way into one of those archetypes pretty easily, I think. And if you think that your group doesn't have a problematic asshole, guess what that
You're
means?
You're the problematic asshole.
It's you.
It's the same for the roleplay try hard roll.
Yeah.
When I was a young fledgling role player, I thought that I was going to get really good at role play, but the more I role play, the more I realize that I just get better at being annoying in a way that makes people not hate me.
I think there's something to that, to being like an agitator, right? Like a party. Joy was a bit of that in the Burning Wheel game, right? Yeah. Joy was the party agitator in that way. Mm-hmm. And it's not just like the character is in agitation, but like the player is trying to like stir things up, right?
In wrestling terms, I would be a heel.
Well, it's a little different because the heel is there so that everybody has someone to hate. Right. And we all agree that the heel is there to be hated.
Well, but is there a more appropriate wrestling term?
I don't know enough about wrestling.
You need to shove it into wrestling terms because I don't know if it really fits.
It's fine.
Yes, we do.
Okay.
I'm sorry. From what I've heard, there's a very large crossover between wrestling and RPGs. I don't like the audience.
That makes
is
sense.
like there's an actual in my experience, the audience has a large crossover.
Yeah,
true.
Yeah.
True. In terms of like things people like.
Fancy costumes, simulated combat, over the top personalities, archetypes, Sharkmen. Inspiration. Yeah.
Comebacks from the brink of defeat.
Yeah, exactly. Lack of consequences, but doing something that weighs on your body and soul until you just can't do it anymore. Yeah, I like it. It's good.
Doing something that weighs on your body and soul
until you just can't do. Yeah, to getting wrung out by a thing you thought you loved.
Improvised weapons like chairs or tables.
I don't know that there's
people.
like there are rules for improvised weapons, but I can't remember the last time I played a D&D game where somebody attacked something with like an improvised weapon in an attempt to actually harm them, not to just be like we're gonna like do a scene, right? Like they're theatrical weapons, not with the intent to hurt them. And in wrestling, most of the time people don't end up like dead. There's a lot less severed limbs.
There's less severed limbs, but I mean it depends if you look long term or short term.
Right.
Passed out is a thing that happens a lot in wrestling.
We haven't done any long-term studies on the permanent effects on the brain of being a player character.
I'm trying to fit a I put them on the list reference in here somewhere, some Chris Jericho in here somewhere, but I just can't get it. So there you go. There it is. Chat. There's a reference here. John Harpering this shit. It's a good reference.
Imagine the best and most appropriate wrestling reference you can think of. And then that's what you just said.
That's what I did.
The great irony is that three of the five of us have played a wrestling role-playing game together on stream. So, yeah.
Yep, we did that.
Yep. So we are back, and to address a quick chat-related concern. Yes, the shell sharks should have been magic resistant. I missed that on their character sheet, so I went easy on the players last time.
You did not.
Yeah, by accident I did. Not on purpose, but I definitely by accident made that encounter less difficult than it should have been.
It was really hard, though.
Than I thought. Which was impressive.
Yeah, so I guess the idea is that these coral cybernetics that they applied to these sharks give them 18 armor class and magic resistance.
I want that.
Yeah.
Can I just take bits off the shark? Just shove them?
I will skin this shark for you.
Yeah, we'll just take some time, do a long rest, make armor out of shells, and then we'll be resistant to magic.
I don't think that's how it works, unfortunately. If this were Monster Hunter, you could fight that big shark about 600 or 700 times, and then maybe you would be magic resistance. But for right now. For right now, not so much. So y'all are either very nearly unconscious or unconscious
Or completely
Macaria.
fine.
Yeah, or you're Macaria. The room is a cloudy mess of russet vapor as blood fills it from your enemies. There are dead sharks floating around in the room. There is a sahuagin priestess who's been pinned to the wall by Jewel's sword. And as we fade back in, this is the scene that we see. Now you know nearby there is a ritual ongoing that involves a giant two-headed shark. So what are you gonna do? What happens when we return?
Kills everyone and fulfills her ultimate destiny.
That's not your ultimate destiny.
No, okay.
No.
Jewel, help me with this door.
We want to stay in this room.
Well, the second we walk out, you're all going to probably die. So yes.
That's actually a reasonable argument. Fine. Jewel will go over and help Macaria with the door.
Okay, Macaria, get in the room.
Oh,
I
sorry.
have never taken a long rest underwater.
Well, you see, the issue is going to be that at a certain point, all of us except for 8 will start not being able to breathe.
We have 24 hours on that.
Oh, it's
24
24
hours.
hours.
We can,
Yes.
we can definitely do a long rest. 8 will stop seeing in the dark, though.
Yeah, 8 will stop being able to see in the dark.
Well, I have magic for that, so it's okay. I have light, not dark vision, but yeah. Same
I mean, also his shield would technically, because it's the flame on it. It's not gonna be doused. It just means we won't be as sneaky, but we gave up on sneaky the first room, so I think it's okay.
How long is
Pretty
8,
calm.
how long is 8 going to be unconscious for? Did we roll that?
I will roll that.
8, are you unconscious?
Yes,
Oh, okay. I forgot.
they're in
I have
standby.
another potion. I
Okay,
can make
an
him-
amount of hours between 1 and 4.
Well, considering the long rest is already 8 hours, we probably need to wake 8 up before we go to bed.
Jewel goes over and just shoves a potion down his spigot.
You unlock their.
Yeah.
So I mean, yes.
I take the gas cap off.
Well, the thing is, you'd have to it'd have to be sealed on for there to be fluid transfer because you couldn't pour it into their because it would just really float away.
I have a tube.
Yeah, you could
We got
siphon it.
siphons.
I guess you get it in your mouth and then blow it in there.
Yeah.
Like weird underwater potion CPR, like
No,
a
it
feeding a
happens.
baby bird.
Do you want me to roll it? Here, I got it.
That's an appropriate face, Dave. Yes.
Yeah, no, that's reasonable. It's awkward for everybody involved.
Well, and plus to take into effect that Jewel doesn't really have lips in the way that we imagine them.
That's true.
So
It's probably very awkward.
you know what? It's more like
yeah, it's not good.
Oh God, cat spit into your mouth.
Hairball of healing.
Oh, gross. Is there anything else that we
she
can
drinks it, mixes it with her hairball, coughs up a hairball,
Ugh.
sticks that in it.
gross? Is
You're
there
welcome.
anything that we can do to help with this door, keeping it closed?
Yeah, does it have any method of locking on it?
No, it doesn't appear to have a lock.
8, can you dump some of the armory from your bag of holding in front of the door? 500 pounds of
So keep in mind,
stuff.
500 pounds is easier to push around underwater because
Right.
it'll help. You'd have to pile up a lot of stuff to give it the weight to hold it against the floor.
We have 500 pounds and 4 sharks.
I will ritually
Yeah.
cast Leomund's tiny hut as
Oh.
soon as we are ready, and we will be fine.
Right.
Yeah.
I
Let's
forgot
pile
that
the
you can
sharks
do
in
that.
front of the door.
Actually, would the tiny hut keep the water out?
Yes.
No, because it starts full of water,
Yeah, but-
right? That's a good question. If you're in a smoky area and you cast
I
Leomund's
think
tiny
that
hut,
it
does it appear from the center out and push the smoke away?
That's what I'm trying
Or
to
let's take a look.
I think it basically creates a secondary plane.
Well,
Yeah,
no, because
you-
you're still where you are. It makes you
The
invisible.
atmosphere
and
inside
stuff.
the space is comfortable and dry, regardless of the weather
there you
outside.
go.
Hey!
Cool. There you
Oh,
go.
except we're not dry.
Yeah.
No, but we can maybe dry. It doesn't matter if we dry off; we'll get wet again. Oh, this is
So
gross.
that's cool. So I guess you
Oh, skin.
comfortable and dry regardless of whether outside. It doesn't say anything about atmosphere. What if you cast it on the elemental plane of fire?
Well, you've got
We
about
have
as much
already
time
had
as
this
Leomund's tiny
discussion.
hut to not die.
You're standing on fire? Well, where does the air come from? It comes from the magic. It comes from the elemental plane of air, the same place that anything comes from when you conjure it. Though this is evocation for some reason.
There's no such thing as oxygen in D&D. It's just wind-flavored magic.
Yeah, I mean, there's no oxygen. There's air, which comes from the elemental plane of air.
So
Anyway,
you can breathe it.
flavored magic.
Yeah.
Sorry, that took you a moment to register.
Mhm.
It's fine.
Sounds
Also,
like-
it's all relative. If a sahuagin sorceress did Leomund's tiny hut, would it be dry?
Yes, because the spell says comfortable and dry, regardless of the weather outside,
Sahuagin. It's
which
tiny.
doesn't make any sense. But yeah, there'd
It's
have to
like
be
a dry
cappuccino.
there'd have to be an
Tiny hut.
alternate version, like Sekula's tiny hut, and it would be small and full of sharks.
Yeah, like a dry cappuccino. It's dry, but it's technically wet.
Oh, I see. So it's full of white wine. Okay, good. It's
Yeah.
Leo Mom's tiny hut. Got it.
Oh my God.
Leo's mom's tiny hut. It's full of white wine. Good stuff.
Like a nice dry white wine.
Yeah, right. A dry white. Delicious.
Okay, can we just sleep, please?
Yeah.
I would like
Okay.
you all to stop talking.
So
I make a Leomund's tiny hut.
So yeah, what's cool about the tiny hut too is if someone tries to open the door, they can't because
'Cause it's
the hut can
horn.
be abutted to the door and you can't push through the tiny
You
hut.
cannot move or touch the hut, basically. Well, you can touch it, but you won't be able to get in.
That's the big sign at the front of Java's sail barge. Do not touch the hut. Leia did not listen to that rule. So you can conjure up a hut and it'll protect you. And yeah, the idea is that it bypasses a lot of these kinds of horseshit concerns, right? Is that you create the hut and and you are safe and dry. Okay, all right. So you get your 8 hours of rest.
Yes.
Let's see if they figure out that the room is like if anybody tries to come and check in on that one priestess. Okay, no. Nobody like pushes on the door or anything.
She takes care of herself.
Well,
How
she
many
was
guys did
alone,
we get
right?
back?
And it was like her and a bunch of like non-sentients. So like probably there isn't anybody to come check on her or anything. Yeah.
Probably 8.
I mean, that happens a lot. Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
the sharks ate her.
Where's the intern? Eating.
Sekula.
We got hungry.
If you cast Leomund's tiny hut while you are in free fall, will you just continue falling or do you stop?
If you have 10 minutes of free fall, yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you're just falling through the elemental plane of air where there's no land,
Don't you just die?
I don't think so. Like you reach terminal velocity and then that's it. There's nothing to hit.
No, you die of asphyxiation. You can't circulate oxygen properly when you're at terminal
Are we
velocity.
talking about
That's a
in
thing.
D&D or in real life, though?
We're
Yeah.
walking that dangerous line between the two.
That's the thing, right? Yeah, tell me that's the thing. You die before you hit the ground.
What you do?
No,
Adam,
you totally. It depends on the air pressure. I'm assuming like a normal atmosphere. You'd get like chafed really bad if you were flying at terminal velocity for a really long time. But
Here's what you do, Adam. You cast Leomund's tiny hut so that while you're falling, you land on the hut, I guess, like dry, comfortable surface. And then you cast Mordenkainen's mansion, and then you come out of it in a different door in the mansion so that you can get out of the elemental plane of air. There you go.
so confusing. And if you're in the elemental plane of air and you're falling, like at what point do you start burning up? Like how much atmosphere is there in the elemental plane of air? These are the kind of things, forget hell.
There's probably no atmosphere in D&D either.
No. There's
Yeah,
no
is
plane
this
of
a
atmosphere.
flat planet? Like are we?
Look, guys.
no.
That's the trade-off.
Toriel is a
That's
sphere. All of the planets are planets. Yeah.
That's the
Yeah,
trade-off.
but
There's no atmosphere in D&D, but there are dragons. So
It's, right. Sure. That's a trade-off. You have to trade out with. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Have any of you played with a high-ish level monk before?
yep.
Yes.
Fallen.
Mm-mm.
It's like level 12, and you can never take any damage at all from falling.
Nope. You can just land
You just
anywhere
don't.
from any distance.
You fall from space. Fine.
Yeah.
Jump off
That's how
and
monks
land.
work.
That's why if you want to kill a monk, you have to drop them onto a bed of spikes or lava or something where it's like you land on your feet and then your feet go up through your head. You're
Or
dead.
Super tetanus.
Yeah, exactly. You land in a big puddle of super tetanus and razor blades. Yeah, good. Well, so that's what you all dream about. Horrible ways to die as an adventurer.
That sounds right.
And you wake up, I guess, in the darkness. I mean, not that it matters to 3 of the 4 of you, but you wake up still in this room, still underwater, but not currently underwater, in a magical spheroid.
Am I dead?
No, you're not.
But we will be
sorry. And I cast light. Is that better?
Sorry, it's a dome, not a sphere.
Yes.
As soon as I dispel this hut, we are all going to get wet again, however.
It's an unfortunate necessity. Let's
Yeah.
get going. We only have a limited amount of breathing.
Do I have haptic feedback on my metal skin?
Yeah, you can feel like touch. You have that sense. Yeah.
So I can be wet, but it doesn't at all get into my skin. It's just on.
I mean,
Well,
for
it
the most
doesn't
part,
get-
that's how it works with humans too.
You have,
No.
yeah. I mean, you're not porous. You're probably porous in some places. Like wood is still, how polished are you?
That's a very personal question.
I'm asking. Like
Go ahead,
extreme.
don't ask about
I'm sorry. You know what?
polishing
I misread this. I was trying to ask how Polish are you? That's sorry.
Oh.
It's an easy. I mistook.
Also a very personal question.
I feel like all materials, for the most part, are to some degree porous.
Yes. Yeah. I don't know that there's anything that's completely aporous, but yeah.
Hydrophobic.
I dispel the tiny hut.
Okay. So with a
We
pop,
get wet.
yeah, with a pop, as though a bubble bursting, water rushes in, and you are all you've returned to being damp once again.
Right.
I hold my breath for like a minute before finally like giving in. Oh, this is so weird and I hate it.
Yeah.
Humanoids were not meant to breathe water, at least not my
All you
type.
gotta do is let the orange goo get into your lungs, and you can breathe normally.
I mean,
Ugh.
it could be worse. I say in her direction. Could have just done the physical, breathing water, i.e., gills. It's a little different.
Mhm.
This
How
is
long
my
does
loot.
that last?
Oh well, I
If
don't
we
know.
do this,
If you do what?
it's my looting hands.
Oh, okay.
What would you be looting precisely?
Shark bodies?
Just checking if like the sahuagin has any cool stuff, like a magic whistle that commands the sharks and shit.
No.
I know they're telepathic, but like I thought maybe. Shark.
Telepathic, magic
What if you use their
resistant,
brain?
coral armored sharks.
Let me.
I couldn't use the whistle though.
Let me check. I'll make sure there's nothing in the nothing else. In
I
the
wish
room.
that I
Oh, there
could
is a coffer. So if you want some like
a
mundane stuff,
coffer.
the coffer has a bag of gold. Has 113 gold in the
Yeah.
coffer. There are 6 humanoid skulls with uncut chunks of turquoise jammed into the eye sockets.
Ooh, I like this.
And
Smakari, take this.
you figure they're the jammed in eye socket turquoises are worth about 10 gold apiece.
How many at 10 gold a piece?
There are 6 skulls,
So
and
12.
each of them have 2 chunks of turquoise rammed in. Like the sockets are broken, and they've just like jammed them in here.
Gems, sick.
Can we take the skulls too? Just all of it.
Yeah, Jewel pops out the gems, and then I feel like
Oh.
she just like hands the skull to Makaria.
What? They looked. I'm not carrying the skull around. I can get more skulls.
Rina's busy paying no attention to anyone, but quietly muttering to herself about how a shark underwater must feel like a bird in the air.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could reanimate one or several of these sharks, but unfortunately, my powers do not extend to that yet.
Yeah, none do they?
Zombie sharks would be dangerous.
That's what this game needs: resurrecting animals.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Gap in the
So
mind.
are we ready? Jewel's like at the door.
We are. Let's go.
Yes,
Okay.
I'll come
ready
in.
as we'll ever be.
Okay.
So there's a really big shark somewhere down here.
Or it's moved. It's
Well,
been 8 hours.
He's just right there, just
Oh,
waiting.
Jesus.
You just open the door and there's 2 giant shark heads. Like, hello.
We're staying in this room forever.
That would be the most Saturday morning cartoon thing to have. I'll just be like, there's a really big shark down here somewhere. Opens the door.
Just huge shark heads jammed into the doorway, like dogs trying to get in through the mail slot.
Oh no.
It's like the sharks from Finding Nemo.
That's my go-to immediately as well.
I punch in both the noses.
Thankfully, the hallway, I was going to say it's empty. It's not. It's full of water. But the hallway is devoid of intruder. Though as you open it, you notice that the cloud of blood, since it's a fluid, has sort of spread out and diffused into the hallway.
Cool.
There's not really a lot of flow down here. Like water doesn't flow through this place in any meaningful way. There's no tide that you can perceive. So the water for the most part is pretty still. It's not like it's carried the scent of blood all the way into the other hallways, but it is starting to spread out.
Would a room that's full of water but has no flow get dirty quicker or slower than a room, just like a normal room full of air?
What do you mean by dirty, I guess, is the question. Like would bits of like sediment and grime and dust and stuff, is there dust in water? Can it I would like silt. It settles on the bottom and then it would get kicked up by people moving around. But the water,
room
flowing through it,
inherently dirty faster.
It would settle, so you wouldn't have sediment floating very much, but it gets cloudy and gross pretty fast.
Yeah.
It depends on whether the sahuagin have a specific place they go to poop or not, or if they just poop and walk away from it.
If they're like regular fish.
Yeah, right. That's the other thing.
That's
Also, there is no tide. Like this water does not get a lot of oxygen.
It's true. Yeah.
Sahuagin slowly.
But we clarified no atmosphere, so it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, let's continue. We have to figure out what exactly is in this.
Well, we know it's south of here, so let's go Zorth.
Zorth?
Let's go.
I thought Zorth was where we came from, the temple.
No, you were turned around. You came from the room this way. You came from down that direction.
Yeah.
Right.
Can we check this door?
That's what we should do actually to kill the sahuagin. We should block all the exits and like get really murky, like a fish tank that you don't do upkeep on.
Yeah.
Let's try it.
Or you could go and get a toaster and just throw it into the dungeon.
Yeah. Anyone have lightning magic? No.
So, there is a door. There's another door on the left-hand side. There's a door on the left here as you continue Zorthward. And I think that at this distance, you can hear the low end, certainly, of the priestesses chanting in the other room. Whether it's the same ones or they've rotated the cast.
Yeah, it's like still.
I mean, you gotta keep the giant shark fed, otherwise it'll swim off or it'll eat all of you. So
no such thing as oxygen, so you can like talk for as long as you want without taking a breath.
Well, water breathing is like you breathe water rather than you breathe air in water, because technically everything has to breathe oxygen. But
I mean, I can
doesn't care
whistle
about
both
that.
in and out.
I don't want to play a game that cares
never
about even a
stop
third of
whistling.
any of these things, or I'd be playing GURPS and I would not be having fun. Don't make me calculate my lung capacity, all right? It's not. I'm not interested. I don't want to know. Do you want to open this door?
Yes.
Okay.
Jewel opens the door.
All right. This room is unoccupied. It appears to be a room where the priestesses like store their equipment or perhaps go to pray. It has walls and a ceiling all tiled in dark green. A mosaic on the northern wall depicts a huge two-headed shark leading countless sahuagin towards the surface of the water. So they're like swimming up in front of this or behind this enormous shark. On the west wall, there is an altar made of a massive shark jaw and teeth mounted into a stone base. The base itself is surrounded by small skulls and tiny living sea creatures. You see like a couple of snails and maybe some other little like fish kind of swimming around.
Jewel points at the picture of the shark. She says that was in the other room.
Oh, great.
It looks like the shark is leading them to the surface. So if we kill the massive shark, will they stop wanting to go to the surface?
That seems like a very reasonable assumption.
So we should go and fight the giant shark.
Did you just call me reasonable?
No, I called your assumption reasonable.
There's a difference between.
I didn't say you were an idiot. I said you were being idiotic.
Because actually, the way that you discipline children, they're not bad children. That's bad behavior.
Yeah, I like that. That's good. It's a good way to do it. Mm-hmm.
I didn't know you were
something tells me that our solution to most of our problems for the rest of our lives will be violence and murder.
Dave is a parent, but you're underwater, so he's not the heir apparent. I'm so sorry, Dave. I'm so sorry.
Jewel, if you really truly believed that the solution to all of our problems would be violence and death, then you wouldn't be so adverse to it.
Julik looks down at her very brandished weapons that she recently murdered someone with. I'm adverse to it.
I mean, yes, you're always, all of you, getting on my back about, that's fine, I don't care.
I feel like we're dealing with a semantic difference between murder and violence.
We're going to have a discussion when we get back about
Why?
some things. I don't know. I have a really bad feeling that you did something awful.
You have no idea.
Cut back to Saltmarsh, and there's just like two really sad looking older like peasants just like crying, and there's like an empty hole in the ground and a priest, and yeah, it's a bad time.
I mean,
is there like an old lady there about to solve a murder?
Okay, but having a dead
the cops show up.
Okay, but having a dead teenager versus having an undead teenager, which would you prefer? Because those are the
An undead teenager will work the farm for you, but a dead teenager cannot continue to procreate your family line. So it depends on your priorities. How many kids do you have?
Yeah, right. These kind of peasants should have more children than.
Oh my god, that would actually be a great twist. You get back, and the family gives you gold and thanks you for freeing them from their awful tyrannical cultist daughter. Like you just saved them from the town villain.
Awesome. I'm a good person. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
So here's the question: do we fight the giant shark?
That's a great question. There is another room at the end of the. There's another room at the end of the hallway as well. Are you done with the prayer room?
Was there stuff of value in it?
I want to make a religion.
I mean, it depends on if you consider other people's religions valuable.
I do.
Yeah, you want to make a religion check?
I get a 16.
Okay. Yeah, this has all of the trappings of a sanctum, right? This is a separate prayer area for the clergy, for the priests on their own. This wouldn't be a place where they would hold rituals to Sekolah in general, but it would be a place where priests of the higher order could come and be away from the other sahuagin and undertake more private rituals.
Okay.
So is it like a +1 or a +2 when you're casting spells in it?
Right. It's a sanctified space to Sekolah in a very like special way, right? This isn't the Oracle of Delphi. This is the back room where you inhale the volcano vapors.
Makaria sees that it's like a sanctified private room for the Sekolah clergy. She goes back to the body of the priestess in the other room, rummages through her priestess robes, finds her holy symbol, dips it in the like literally puts her hand inside the body of one of the shark things.
Gross.
Gets all the blood, like all gross, and then she takes the holy symbol and she like uses one of her arrowheads to like jam it somewhere on the head of the shark, or like just hang it on one of the things
Just
and like
jam it in between a couple of the teeth.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you do.
Smart. Now they won't know that we're here, but they know that we're here.
You think the dead bodies won't be indication enough?
Exactly. Let's go to the next door.
Okay.
Do you know anything about this god? I just thought it better that I don't know.
I thought you hated every other god.
Didn't yes, I just
Was that bad?
that was
wasn't
bad.
a good thing.
I don't think no one can tell whether that was a good thing or a bad thing. Like was that an offering or an insult? Are you like what's happening here?
That was a bad thing.
I see it. The door's open.
So yeah, I think as you get closer, you can hear the ritual. You maybe make out the edge of like an enormous tail, because this thing is kind of floating around above the offering table. But yeah, you can hear priestesses chanting. I think you can even taste like the blood in the water as you get up this way. Yeah, they keep doing the thing where they take out the thing from the bag and they offer it up to the great moa as it swims around. But it's in a state of trance right now because of this ritual. They are holding it in awe, essentially. Yeah, and you can see that as you peer around the corner. Now, the lines of sight here are considerably better than they were down there. So I'll give you a chance to like back off or hide or something because you know that that's there. But yeah, if you just walk up to this door, there's a chance one of the priestesses will see you.
Can I have broken the symbol of her faith so that it's more obvious that it was a bad thing? It was supposed to be negative.
Yes, sure.
Okay. Because I understand now that leaving a shark some bloody guts is like probably.
Yeah, it'd probably be pretty hype.
Yeah. So there. My bad.
Yeah.
Is there
Anyway.
a way to disrupt the ritual and make the shark eat the priests?
Can I like I'm not very good at surreptitiously viewing anything.
What would I need to look for to disrupt the ritual?
Oh, you just need to tell me what they're doing and then I'll make a religion check.
What's a religion check?
You know.
She says, making her stealth check. Yeah.
I just need to check their religious practices.
Jewel will go into crouch mode and like sneak up to the corner and like peek around. She remembers a little bit of what they did. She wants to get another quick look at it, but she's not going to go all the way around. And then she will go back and relay it to.
All right. So a couple of checks in a row. So first, make a stealth check. Yep. I'm going to give them a perception check with advantage, but with disadvantage as well. Advantage because there's 3 of them. Disadvantage because they're in the middle of doing something that's taking their focus. The shark won't get a check.
It's really bad.
I rolled a pair of 15s. So basically, as soon as you get within range of seeing something, one of the priestesses spots you. They see like intruders. But I don't think. I think that so you hear some sahuagin like talking, and this isn't a like, oh, that's an intruder, let's get them. They're just like, wait a second, somebody's over there. I'm gonna go check it out. So this priestess
backs the fuck
breaks the ritual. The other 2 kind of like continue chanting and look at her. The shark, you can see it get clearly agitated. Like not having all 3 of them annoys the shark, and it kind of like swishes its tail and like it gets like a little closer to them, and they
Well, that answers Jules' question. She's like, she backs up.
Yeah.
We need to pick him off one by one.
So this she's coming. The shark lady's on her way.
Yeah, she's gonna back up.
Okay.
And she wants to go far enough that hopefully she'll come around the corner and then she can stab her. I guess she probably needs to be here to do that.
Yeah. So you want to wait there and like just get your weapons out?
Yeah. This is the pure sneak attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. What is everybody else doing?
She'll see me as soon as she rounds the corner.
I'm just staying out of line of sight so that.
Yeah.
Most of the stuff I have is kind of loud. So
that's fine.
Also,
the other priestesses will probably see her die, but whatever.
The good thing about being here is the shark's so big, it would have to squeeze through the area. So it's great to engage her. So I will follow Jules' lead and I'll shield up and all.
Yeah, I mean, she comes around the corner and she's like, what's going on? And then swims over, turns and sees you. And then Jewel, you can attack.
18.
Okay. Yeah, you hit.
I'm rolling terribly. For 13 damage.
Okay. You have your other hand if you want to do another stab.
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
I don't know if I got a full action.
And you miss. Okay, so the second one, she swats you away, snarls in your face, sees your friends, and then turns to flee. So let's roll initiative because it's going to matter the order in which these things occur.
Okay.
15. Okay.
7.
It's the 7.
Maybe I'll start rolling better. Ugh. 5, a 1, and a 1 on my sneak attack.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And then you got a 1 for your damage too. You roll the 1.
Okay. 8.
Ugh.
Yeah, I take 1 step forwards and commence with stabbing.
Okay.
Javelin. Does a 14 hit the priestess?
It does. Yeah.
I deal her 14 points of damage.
All right. She's still alive.
I stab her again.
Okay.
22 hits. I deal 12 more points of damage. Is she dead?
Yes, now she is dead.
Sick. I guess I will wait, sort of. Corners are hard in this game.
Mhm.
I just I kind of want to get.
Just run in there and just fucking start stabbing things, couldn't I? Really, that's dumb.
You could.
Time. Because you see the initiative to them if you make them come to you. It's rough. What's that? Is that blood?
Yes.
That's cool. Nice one.
It's like
I
a
guess I'll
cool
stay
little
here,
watery
'cause,
blood
the
stain.
hiding spot is next to Jewel. I'll move back one so they can't walk up and shoot.
Ooh, blood in the water.
Okay. All right, so you're gonna you come up, you stab quickly. Remember, everybody's moving at half speed, and then you fall back.
20
Okay.
feet. Then.
All right, Jewel, it's your turn.
This is gonna end so poorly, but she wants to try and bait another one of the priestesses, so she's going to attempt to sound like a sahuagin.
Oh shit! Performance check.
Okay, what's
Like,
your intention here?
Like, she's not gonna go into the room. She's like, maybe I can get one of them to come out here. She's just gonna she's gonna attempt to sound like a sahuagin. It's not gonna go well, but I'm gonna roll my performance anyway.
Yeah, go ahead and roll performance. And so
21.
Okay, so your intention is what exactly? To just
She
sound
wants to sound like a sahuagin getting stabbed. Like, she wants to make one of them come over, or like something bad. Sort of the like.
Okay, I like how you could have just let the sahuagin you were murdering make that noise themselves, but yeah. Okay.
We killed them too quickly.
All right. Well, make this roll. Do it at disadvantage because you don't have you're in a disadvantaged situation here. You don't have the
reasonable.
biology for it.
Yeah, that feels
Nice.
19.
Okay. All right. Let's make a.
You know what? Cats understand.
Let's see here.
You do like the chirping thing, but backwards.
Yeah, she does that cat noise. They're like.
Oh, Lauren Johnson.
So Rin or Makaria, you can go. You don't know the effectiveness of this ruse yet.
Right.
Jewel, you can move too if you want, but
No, she likes where she is.
yeah.
Yeah. No, this is her stabbing spot.
I have an idea. If you'd
Sure.
if you'd let me go first, Rin. Makaria edges past 8. Oh wait, it takes 10 minutes during combat, or a minute during combat.
Mhm.
Never mind.
But to animate the dead, yes.
Yeah, I was gonna animate her and send her back into the room,
Mhm.
but that won't work because I forgot it takes a whole minute. In which case I don't have an idea.
Use a ranged attack to pull. Be the hunter of the group. Misdirect them.
Use a ranged attack to pull. I don't have anything ranged. I gave my crossbow to Jewel.
It's all the dead is ranged.
Damn.
Okay, I'm gonna go up to where I can see in the room, and I'm gonna try and figure out from what I can see of the shark's movements and the movements. I just want to make a check, a religion check probably, to see what the death of this sahuagin priestess did vis-a-vis that shark ritual. I want to try and understand the ritual.
Shark ritual is when you tap one island and you get 3 blue mana.
Yeah.
So you want to? What is your intent here? Like, what are you trying to accomplish?
I want to know whether or not the releasing of the shark and the killing of these priestesses would be yeah, hella do it. The shark will go eat all the sahuagin and make it easier, or
So you want to take your turn examining the.
Yeah.
Okay, good. The thing you were going to do before Jewel got captured.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Now you have to watch the ritual. You can't just listen. So you
yeah,
have to
that's why
go
I
and
moved
stand
up.
out in the open. Yep.
Yeah. I
Okay.
moved up.
And then you can use your turn to make a religion check.
I will use the inspiration you gave me on Twitter.
Okay, do it.
I get an 18.
Nice. Okay. All right. So you, it's so the ritual is both magical and material in the sense that they are feeding this creature their own young
Right.
as a sacrifice. It's literally food, but certainly not enough. And the magic that is caught up in that is also keeping it sedate and controlled.
Right. So if we make it unsedate, it might go on a feeding frenzy within the sahuagin hive.
It's right now it's under control and it will be out of control briefly.
Right.
Or presently, I guess is the word.
I think that's probably what we want.
Yeah.
Oh, can you make a wisdom saving throw?
A wisdom saving throw.
Yes.
Yes.
Unlikely.
A
Okay,
14.
you're fine. You feel because you're within like sight of the ritual.
Oh yeah.
You feel a chill pass over you. There's a chill of fear, and then it fades.
A chill of fear, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Very frightening Sekilin ritual.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I think I moved because you only have 3 spaces of movement. So I think I moved as far as I can because we're underwater. So that's my turn.
Okay.
I will tell the rest of the group that I think that they're keeping it under control with this magic. If it were out of control, well, it might have developed a taste for sahuagin flesh. Who's to know?
And ours.
We haven't fed it our flesh yet. I feel like
have any. Ha ha ha.
ha ha ha. They've been
Thanks-
feeding
thanks,
it their
Titus.
children. You'd think it'd be like, yum, let's eat more
Ren,
children.
it's your turn. What are you gonna do?
I think I'm just waiting back here because it depends what the sahuagin are doing, basically.
Okay. Do you want to like prepare an action? You got something you want to do?
No, I will move up a little bit, but other than that, good.
All right. The priestesses. One of them is going to break the ritual and run for it to go and get help. And then the other is going to attempt to maintain control. So let's see how that goes. This one, where is she going to swim to? She can go this way. All right. They have a swim speed, I think, of 40. Yeah. Okay. So she can move 80 feet. And then she does that. Okay. And then the other priestess, now left alone under the shadow of the great shark, is going to make a religion check to maintain control of the shark. And she fails. Okay. So
Good.
you hear her like making panicked sahuagin noises. The ritual ends and the soundtrack turns ominous. 8, it's your turn.
I feel like at this point we run away and let it kill them.
Yeah, feeding frenzy only lasts for like a round, right? It certainly won't come after you or anything.
Well, is it a land shark?
I mean, I guess if you ran all the way back up to the first floor, then you could, yes.
Also,
Yeah.
if he wants to come squeezing into these corridors, then by all means,
Yeah.
like,
Peace out, everyone.
okay.
It's land time.
All right, Jewel.
Jewel sees 8 leave. Probably makes the same decision. Like they, at the very least, they should be somewhere not as easily accessible by this shark. So she's like, all right, let's go to air. Sharks can't breathe air.
Go to hair.
That was 1, 2, 3. I think I moved. And then dash. 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I guess I have an action. No?
Okay. All right. So Big Shark is going to, it freaks out and it attacks. It starts attacking the nearby lady. Let's see.
The other hope is that they damage the shark enough that it'll be easier for us.
Oh, they're not going to attack the shark. The shark is an avatar of their god.
Ugh.
So the priestess gets bit and then smashed with the tail. None of you can really see this. Maybe Makaria, you just see the shark like swim down and just start biting and smashing.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay. Makaria,
Wait until there's a lot of sahuagin.
it's your turn.
I'm watching the shark eat the priestess, and there's like a wide like shark like grin, and then I turn around and run. Yeah.
Okay, so you can move 30 feet if that's all you do.
Yep. That's it. That's my turn.
All right. Rin, it is your turn.
I'm not gonna hang around if everybody else is ditching out from that. 10, 20,
Let's go.
30. There we go.
Okay. At the end of your turn, Rin, the giant shark friend is going to use a legendary action. Let's see, DC 16 saving throw for the priestess. Almost certainly going to fail. Yeah, fails, which means she takes.
It's a magic shot.
7 damage. Okay. All right. And then it's the priestess's turn. She's going to disengage and move 40 feet. So she's not chasing you. She's just running in the same direction of you behind you. So you see the sahuagin priestess. She's like missing an arm and like trailing blood, and it's just like swimming as fast as she can after you in panic. 8, it's your turn.
There's this thing called she can swim faster than we can.
She can, yeah. She'll overtake you pretty quickly.
Yeah,
Very quickly, in fact.
Yeah, I'll stab her when that happens.
No, but the shark, though.
Oh, and hold on, I gotta move the other
shark,
one.
But I feel like we can fight the shark in a slightly more tactically advantageous position.
I don't remember where the stairs are.
Everybody, 8. Hold on, before as you're taking your turn, I'll go ahead and move. But everybody that can see as far, you see the other priestess swim by you in the front hallway.
Cool.
So you see her swim across this hallway as you are going to the T intersection.
I love how they're like, ritual failed, bail.
Yeah. This one's uninjured, but yeah.
Containment breach.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
and she's like shouting something. You don't understand her. She's sahuagin.
I do running.
You do a running? Okay.
Yep.
All right.
2 whole runnings.
Good. Jewel?
Jewel suspects that there will be a need for a weapon, but she doesn't want to have to stab the shark. So she is going to use her action to put her sword away and get out the crossbow.
Right. Okay.
And then bonus action to dash.
Okay.
So 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Kite the shark. Kite it.
All right. The shark.
The best part is the shark has a turn between the damage dealers and the.
So Jewel, at the end of your turn, let me see. The shark is going to move. So the shark jams itself into this corner. So the shark is squeezing, so it has disadvantage. But basically, we see the shark and it's classic. Like you're running away, you hear like a smash as the shark pushes itself through this doorway and then around the corner, flailing its tail, smashing against the wall, snapping at the priestess right behind you. But it is jammed up in this like slightly too tight hallway.
Yeah, it has difficult terrain as it's moving through all squares.
Yes. Yeah. So it chases
that will help, actually.
It really will, yeah. And that happened at the end of Jewel's turn, and now on its turn, it's going to attack the priestess. So, bite. Oh, Jesus. It gets a crit. No, it doesn't. It has disadvantage anyway. So it's a 17. It hits, and it just eats the priestess. Just chomp, and then just rips her apart. One head gets the top of her, one head gets the bottom, and tears her in half. That was its action. Now it moves.
Wait. It got to move on Jewel's turn too?
Yeah, it's got legendary actions.
It's got legendary, boys.
So it's got a swim speed of 50 feet, so it can move 25.
I'll see you guys in the next life.
So it swims up behind Makaria, trailing sahuagin chunks from its mighty jaws, swims up behind Makaria and gets it gets a tail attack. It doesn't get to bite you. It swings, like lashes its tail and hits you.
I would love to see the shark try and turn around in this hallway.
It's not just that it's hitting you with its tail, because remember, if it was, dragons work this way. Dragons can't tail and bite the same person, because they have to be behind it in front of them or whatever. It's the way the game accounts for that. The Maw of Sekolah doesn't have that. It can tail smash and bite the same target. It doesn't matter about front or back. So it's going to tail smash at you.
Oh
It's a
god.
very squirmy shark.
You get hit. You take 13 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, you remember that one time you didn't get hit by sharks?
Okay, well, you can check your health. I almost minus 132 health instead of 13. I would be dead. Okay.
Yeah, we all would.
Oh, okay, cool. Great.
Yeah. So you get this thing slams into you as you're like trying to like desperately swim away. Makaria, it's your turn.
Well, I guess that
There's a room right next to you too.
Yeah. Yeah. But I see the damage dealers in the party already so far away that they probably can't help me.
I just got a crossbow out.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
I'm
cast
gonna try
vampiric
something.
touch. Is that
A 9, you
casts
miss.
Weird. No, it's weird. It casts weird. Okay, so I still have the thing on my hand, but I miss
Yeah,
the
you just
shark.
lunge out and yeah, you can't get a hold of it.
Okay. And then I will. That was an action.
Those are
right?
action. Yeah, you've still got a move and a bonus action.
Ugh. I don't know if I want to give the shark +7 and I got a 9. Like, please.
Oh, that's true. It's squeezing. You have advantage. Roll again.
Oh,
Thank you,
okay.
board Amy. I'm gonna actually like hold those rules nearby. Oh, but hold on. You might have disadvantage because a touch attack isn't on the list of like underwater. Let me get the underwater rules and the squeezing rules. Because now it's
Right.
squeezing and it's underwater and you're underwater and it's squeezing and
This is a whole thing.
under squeezers. Okay.
Ah.
So a creature that can squeeze through an area, yada, 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 has disadvantage on attack rolls and dex saves. Attacks against it have advantage while it is in the smaller space. So there's 2 squares.
Okay, and
then let me get the
creatures
underwater.
that doesn't have swimming speed, either natural or granted by magic, have disadvantage on attack rolls unless the weapon is a dagger, javelin, short sword, spear, or trident. Which my hand.
Your hand is
not.
none of those things, so they even out the squeezing and the touching, which is
Alright, cool.
weird. Like you'd think that
The
you'd
squeezing and the touch.
you'd think that you'd always have like a touch attack underwater. Like
Yeah, it
it's the
doesn't
same- I
seem
don't-
like it's not like a weapon attack. Oh wait, it says a melee weapon attack.
Okay, so we're back in this territory. Is an unarmed attack a melee weapon attack?
It's a
It's
spell
not,
attack,
right?
a melee weapon attack. It's not.
Yes. No, but it is.
It
It would
is?
be disadvantage if you're underwater because you're trying to put force into it. You don't need to use force. You just need
Right,
to
but there's no differentiation between gently caressing someone and slapping them full force in the face.
except there is.
It's not,
'cause
but it's not
a-
a weapon attack.
It's not a
It's a
weapon.
spell attack.
Yeah. So it doesn't have disadvantages. Spell attacks don't, right?
Okay,
Yeah.
so I cast it again.
Because it's a melee weapon attack, not a melee. It's a melee spell attack. So
It's a
yeah,
melee
so
spell
you
attack.
do have advantage.
I get
We
a
got it.
16.
There you go. Yeah, you hit it.
Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Give that
13 necrotic damage for the sharky shark.
Okay.
And then I get half the amount of necrotic damage dealt as hit points.
Okay.
So that is
Steal that
6.
blood right back.
Yeah, you get 6 back.
6 because it's always rounded down. Yeah.
Okay, I just have the underwater thing open. Close, you stupid rules.
Yeah. So you would have disadvantage if you were punching it, but this is a spell, so it's not.
I'm not punching it.
Yeah. And in D&D, the reason why a caress and a slap are the same is because there's no such thing as like a touch armor class. So like plate mail protects you from a punch and a slap the same way, right? So it's all the same thing. But in this case, yeah, you have advantage. So you zork it and you drain some of its life force.
Okay, I'm just having trouble closing this thing.
Do you want to do
that's the
anything
end of my-
else?
I just realized I have the speak with animals spell.
The question again becomes, is
Go
this an
away.
animal?
No.
I mean, it looks like one.
It's animal-esque.
It's a monstrosity.
It's
Absolutely.
the
It's a two-headed. Yeah, I mean, you don't know.
I'm gonna reload. Can you give me +6 HP?
Yes, I can.
I
can
had
adjust
the
that for you.
combat rules open and
Okay, you're at 41 and 48.
it was a really big box.
Are you
and I-
doing anything else, or are you staying where you are, Makaria?
I think Makaria's got blood frenzy.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
So you're staying where you are?
Yes.
Okay, let me see if I want to do anything
So be it.
after your turn. No, not yet. Rin, it's your turn.
Let's see if I can make a shot. Does it have more than 4 intelligence? What do we think?
I would say yes, because you could do it on the other sharks, and this shark, if anything, would be more smart.
It's got
No,
2
they had
heads.
to placate it by making it eat babies. I feel like
It
I
does
mean-
have 2 heads, so
I'm
twice
just
the
trying to decide whether or not it would fall to hideous laughter or not. I'm just
Oh, I
because
think
it
vicious
can't
mockery.
go prone because it's swimming in the fucking water, and I
Mhm.
don't know what the rule is there. And last time it was like, if it
It'll
can't go prone, it can't laugh.
I say vicious mockery.
Ugh,
I
okay.
think dissonant whispers.
But is it immune to prone just because it's swim? It can
Yes.
put the belly up.
Yes.
Yes, a lot of creatures would just be.
It's like the stupid fucking beholder that I couldn't make laugh. Anyway, regardless, I guess I'll just dissonant whispers the motherfucker
Okay, sure.
instead.
Go away, shark.
So we'll save it.
All right, DC 15 wisdom save. Let's take.
I always say will save, but it is wisdom save.
It is wisdom. I know you do. It's okay.
That's just my way.
Let's see. It gets a 5.
Sick deal. It takes 12 psychic damage,
Yep.
and then it immediately has to move as far away as it can get.
Okay.
Ooh, do I get a attack of opportunity
You
with
do,
my
actually.
vampire hand?
If your vampire hand can opportunity attack.
You know what? I'm gonna use one of its legendary resistance. So it doesn't take the damage. It automatically succeeds. So it takes half damage, right?
6 damage, yeah.
Okay. Someone knocked on my door, so I'll be right back.
All right. So it takes the damage, but it is not afraid of you. It doesn't recoil, and it
Shame.
remains.
I'm also going to step back a little way.
Okay.
Just let Ricardo take this one.
We're good. We're fine. Okay. At the end of your turn, Rin, it's going to use one of its legendary actions to swim over Macaria to get in between the two of you. So it swims over there.
That's bad.
Okay. So the
Excellent.
priestess.
Having.
Okay. All right. And at the end of the priestess's turn, it's going to use its other 2 actions to initiate the feed action. So I need both of you who are adjacent to it. Oh, I'm sorry. Everyone who's within 60 feet of it.
Sorry. What?
So, like, everything.
Everybody makes a DC 16 dexterity saving throw, please.
Dexterity. All right.
Yeah.
My friends.
The ferocious spirit of
0.
Sekala flashes through the water, tearing through the foes of the maw. Each creature makes a DC 16 dexterity saving throw. It's so funny it has an AoE.
I would just like to let you know that I got
Come
a
on, I got a +5 on this mother.
I have a +7 and I still only got a 13.
It's okay. The damage isn't bad. So if you fail, you take 7. I think everybody did. That's like the worst set of saving throws aside from Lauren. Everybody takes 7 damage as it flails around. Ghostly jaws of a shark like rip out and bite into you. Yeah, you get all shredded up.
I don't like ghostly shark jaws.
Yeah. Okay. 8. Now it is your turn.
They're in trouble now. We gotta help them. Oh, come on! It's slightly too far away.
Action surge.
Do you not have reach?
Not on the javelin,
Uh,
which is my magic weapon.
yeah, that's fair. Oh shit, my crossbow's not magic.
I don't know if it will have resistance, to be honest. We'll see. I think I've got to action. So do it. This is the worst place we could be fighting this as well, because they just went that way and they're going to bring reinforcements and they're going to come around here and they're going to just kill us. This is everything.
Like this didn't go as well as we had hoped.
I mean,
fast. Legendary reactions.
Our recon was not very recon.
It's
so.
Whatever. If we die killing a shark, that's pretty cool.
Whatever, guys. It's not even over yet. We can
Let's
do
go.
it. I have faith in us.
Let's go.
We'll roll
Let's go.
many
Stab.
20s.
Stabbing time.
So what are you doing? You moved, and then your action is what?
To move more,
Okay.
and then my action surge is to
So
stab.
dash and then action surge. Okay.
Yes. Stab the shark. 23.
Okay. Yeah, you hit.
13 piercing damage, and I mark the shark.
Mark the shark.
The shark is now called Mark.
Okay. Sharky mark. Hold on.
Stab
I want to get a cool. I want to get the cool hunter's mark animated
schmuck
spell
the-
thing.
Mark Schnock.
Hunter's
do a-
shark. Here we go. I got an icon and everything. Here we go.
Oh,
Okay,
It's
cool.
even scarier now, honestly.
You made the shark better. Okay.
I did 11 more damage because I hit again.
Another 11. Okay. All right. Let me
Yes.
just do that.
I do like this advantage.
What's that?
I do like this advantage.
Yeah, the
it's
fact that
pretty
the
great.
fact you have him jammed up in a corner is good. That's nice.
You just got to kill him fast enough that the reinforcements don't get hit.
All right, Jewel, your turn.
DPS. DPS.
I mean, Jules back here.
Just jump on top of Rin's shoulders.
She's thinking about it, but she already has the crossbow out, so I'm gonna start with firing the crossbow.
Okay. Pong.
So we'll find out if it has magical resistance or not. Where is the heck is
The crossbow isn't magical. You
It
mean
is
it has
not.
physical resistance.
Yeah, sorry, non-magical resistance. 20.
20 is a hit. Yep.
Cool. And I have advantage, so I get sneak attack for 22 points of damage.
Nice. Okay.
Does it appear to take all of that damage?
I mean, you embed the
Yeah.
coral in its side, and there is blood. It seems like it hurts as much as it hurts anything.
Okay.
I haven't
Well,
seen through crossbow.
Got sharks. Do you fish a lot? Maybe if you'd have gone fishing with 8, you would know better.
From Metaxa from a place where they do the thing. So she's gonna move 1, 2, 3. Can I get on top of Rin?
See, you don't have
Yeah,
you don't have a
exactly.
swim. You don't have a swim speed. So there's space above Rin, but you'd be like treading to keep yourself in place, and it's very difficult. I think you
Just
you
kick her in
sink
the
them.
head.
Yeah, I don't think that'd be good for either of you.
Yeah, probably not. So she'll just wait here so Rin can back up behind her and then
I just
presumably
want to transform into a submarine. Can I do that, Adam? Like, is that?
No.
so if I don't have to dash it, yeah, so she'll put her crossbow away, so then on the next turn she can draw her weapon,
Okay.
I guess.
All right. Cool. All right. So the end of your turn, the great and mighty maw begins its assault. So it's got 2 attacks. It's got a bite and a tail smash.
Come on.
I'm gonna roll. Let's flip a coin to see who in the front of it gets the bites. It is Rin. It's gonna bite Rin with one of its heads.
Great.
It has super disadvantage.
Yeah. Gets a 15.
I will cutting words the shark.
Okay.
No.
Excuse me, good sir. Could you please? Oh god, damn.
Oh.
Bite me anyway.
Okay. So how does this work, Dave? It's a marked creature. It has disadvantage. You get a bonus to like swing on it. Like you can use a reaction.
On my next turn, I can make a bonus
Right.
attack. That
You get another free shot. Okay. All right. So Rin, you take 13 damage,
Sick deal.
and then the tail smash coming at Makaria.
Tail in the face.
Super glad for that long rest. Jesus.
Yeah,
Face
right.
tail.
It gets a 17. No, it gets an 11. So you're fine.
That's not enough.
Yeah. So it flails at you.
Tail.
And then Makaria, it's your turn.
So I have advantage on my hand touch vampire hands. I get a 26.
My,
Yes. Yeah. But wait, how many of those attacks do you get? Doesn't it just
lasts for up
dissipate
to
once?
a minute? No.
it's a
It lasts
concentration.
for up to a minute. The touch of your shadowy hand can siphon life force from others, make a melee spell attack, blah, blah, blah. Until the spell ends, you can make the attack again
there it
on
is.
each of your
Okay,
turns
cool.
as an action.
Yeah. I just wasn't sure because it's changed and a bunch of the other ones aren't like that. So
It takes 11 necrotic damage,
Okay.
and I get 5 hit points back.
sounds good.
And that I didn't cast a spell this turn.
But you used an
Mhm.
action. So if you have a bonus action,
Pull the Dead's not a
yeah,
bonus action.
you used
That
your
was
action,
my.
Penny.
Good summon spiritual weapon or something like that.
I could, and considering there's probably a lot of sahuagin coming, I will do that. I will summon my spiritual weapon right next to me.
Yeah, that's a good point. You got hit while the spell was up. I'll let you pass on it now, but if it's a constant, that's why I didn't ask you because I didn't realize it was a concentration spell. I thought you were done.
I mean, I'll make the.
Well, you already rolled. There's no point in going back. But
okay.
for
I'll make
next
the
time.
concentration for next one. Anyway, the spiritual weapon right next to me.
Okay, I gotta go get it. Hang on. I left it on the.
I roll a 19. I'm assuming that hits.
Yes, but it's the spiritual weapon's at disadvantage, not advantage, because it's It's an attack, and it's like not a spear or whatever. It's a force blob. Because I think it's a weapon attack, right?
Spiritual weapon is a spell attack, melee spell attack.
Oh, okay, then it's not. It's fine.
Good boy, spiritual weapon. Still the best spell in the game.
It's
8
certainly up there, isn't it?
force damage.
Okay. All right. Okay.
That is my turn.
At the end of your turn, everybody make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, this is where I get hecked. I got a 1 instead of a 0.
Hell yeah.
And roll very
15.
high.
Okay. So if you got a 16 or lower, you take 9 damage.
So close.
You take half on a success or none.
Half on a success. Yeah.
I use my reaction to take no damage.
Okay.
Finally used Shield Master.
You did it. Fantastic. Okay.
Oh wait, can I? Is that
It's not an
damage I can
attack.
have?
No.
No. Okay.
You can't. No, you can't use you take the hit.
That's why I didn't think so.
Okay. Rin, it's your turn.
Cool. I really want to move out of the way for my dear friend.
Please do.
Oh, and Blue Jay, anybody who's concentrating, make a saving throw.
Okay. All right. So it's a con save.
Yeah.
I fail. Wow.
DC 10.
I got an 8.
Oh, I don't see the results yet. Okay.
Sorry.
So
I got an 8.
your vampiric touch is gone.
Good.
So
Excellent.
I really want to move, but also I think the shark might bite me if I do that. And I'm
Disengage.
6 HP.
Disengage.
So I'm just gonna disengage, and that's gonna be my turn, I guess.
Totally reasonable.
Yeah.
You know what we should do?
To there.
When the sahuagin appear behind us, we should try and get into one of these rooms and close the door and hope the shark goes after them first.
Yeah, underwater fireball.
Well, they all have
They'll have
resistance, but
They'll have
yeah.
resistance, but it still does a bunch.
Still a lot of damage. Yeah. Did you want to move, Rin?
I just did.
Oh, okay. So it's me
I
that's
lost
lagging.
this
behind.
Connection to the server, I think,
So
is
Okay. Yes. Yeah, I'm lagging. I'm just gonna refresh. Cool. You're getting messed
Hey,
up.
my concentration check didn't show up, so can I do it again?
No,
God damn it.
it'll show up. You can't just lie. I'll get
I mean, it hasn't showed up. I reloaded it. It's not there.
You rolled.
It's true.
There's no proof that
Get out of here.
There's no
You're
proof.
such a nerd. Okay, and then Rin, your move didn't register. Where are you?
Oh, here, I got it. There you go. I went to there.
Okay. Weird. It's still not showing it. Where? I'm gonna try to move you. Where? Like, tell me where your character is.
I am 1 square above the door, just to the south of us,
Right.
like
Okay.
on the left-hand side.
Got it.
did you get that you can only half move?
Yeah, but I disengaged, so
So you'd move there.
yeah.
Yeah, you only have 3 squares of movement, not 5 or 6.
Yeah. That's 20 feet.
Disengage is an
Over
action.
there, 1 above it. Doesn't
Okay.
matter.
All right. Cool.
It's irrelevant.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. So you move 1 up. So that's Rin. That's your turn. I will move the fleeing priestess, who, as soon as she gets here, triggers some more initiative rolls.
Ho, ho, ho.
Let's see. 1, 2,
This is like Scarlet Monastery.
3.
You pulled the boss, and then like all the dudes from the side.
Or-
Yeah.
Any other types of creatures in here? 5.
Oh,
Jesus.
Okay.
Sharks, isn't there?
All right.
Don't worry, guys.
So
Don't
we
worry.
were at, where were we on the order? We were at between 5 and the next one. Okay. All right. So, so the priestess comes around the corner and we see a room full of sahuagin, like just like hanging out, talking and like checking their weapons and stuff. She runs around the corner. She shouts something. It says under the bottom, like panicking in sahuagin. And then a bunch of sahuagin are gonna rush out after her. So they got movement. They can move 80 total.
Jesus Christ.
It's gonna come down to timing and careful planning.
It's gonna come down to being dead.
What if we back up through the temple?
I just I don't remember where the stairs were.
The stairs
They
are south.
are there. Like here, pretty much.
Okay. I don't think that we can get to them.
No, we're gonna get cut off.
I mean,
Okay.
Jewel might be able to, but that's about it.
I mean, Jewel can only run half as fast as she
Yeah, but I
can.
do get one turn where I get more. So I might be able to.
Move a full 90 on one turn.
All right, hang on. I really have no idea what you guys are gonna do. I'm excited to find out.
So
Go
the
ahead.
thing is that
Underwater fireball. I already said.
it's supposed to be a recon mission. We're not supposed
No, you don't have to fight. Yeah,
on-
running away is totally acceptable.
Yeah, I think we can run away now, but we need to figure out how.
I
Kill the
can't.
shark.
I'm gonna keep stabbing it, and you're gonna run away, and then I'm gonna die down here, and you're gonna report it back.
No, I don't. I'm not leaving you, 8.
Yes,
I mean, that's your only choice.
it is. I'll hold the line.
Okay, Hodor. Okay, hang on. I'm sorry this is taking so long. I just have a lot of sahuagin I have to move.
Guys, the one thing we have to remember: recon.
Just remember, recon
What if
mission.
we go back into the room, do another tiny hut, and
All
just,
right,
We won't be able to breathe.
8. It is your turn. Please go.
I think
Oh,
we
my
have enough.
special bonus.
Yes, you get a free
super
bonus
attack,
shot. Yep.
which I've never got to do, so I don't remember how it works. In addition, blah blah blah. You have advantage on the attack roll. Oh, I already do. Okay.
Yeah.
And if the attack hits, does a 15 hit?
It sure does. Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, this thing's a big squishy shark, right? Like it doesn't have arm. Could you imagine if they put those coral armor
my
plates
God,
on
why
this
didn't
guy?
they?
Ooh,
Why
baby.
would you put them on the
I think
smugglers
probably
guard?
because this
It's
creature
not
is
a
sacred
big
to
shark.
Yeah, I think it's probably because it's sacred to Sekula and they wouldn't want to ruin
mean,
him.
If they have to feed it babies to keep it under control, I would love to see them try to put coral armor on
Yeah.
it without getting eaten.
So I deal extra damage equal to half my fighter level, so it's 13 plus 3 for a total of 16. on
Okay.
my bonus action. And then I mark it, and then I stab it some more.
Okay.
I'll kill this shark.
Here's the thing, though. Even if we kill a shark, they're definitely going
Ooh.
to kill us.
Well, that's a big crit. That's a big old
Crit.
crit right there.
15 more damage.
15 damage is enough to kill it.
Yeah.
You slay the shark. You shove your javelin into it. I'll let you know what you describe it. How do you kill the giant 2-headed shark with your javelin?
So it bites Rin, and I
Mhm.
take that opportunity because of my mastery of the battlefield. So as it goes and does that, I get a quick jab in, and it turns towards me, and then opens its mouth wide, and I go up. I punch it in the bottom, in the top of its mouth. And then the javelin goes right into its brain.
I'm pretty sure RoboCop killed somebody that way with the data spike. That's great. So yeah, the spike pops out through the top of the shark's head, and the thing thrashes and flails, and then goes limp and
Guys, we
floats.
scouted out their giant shark god
I know.
real well.
Yeah, I don't know. I was like, we should leave.
We gotta get out of here.
Time to go.
Let's fucking go.
Okay, so you start to move. 8.
Sorry, yes.
Yeah, you've moved. Okay. Yeah, I got you there. All right, let me move another type of.
Oh my god.
Wow, I didn't expect that would happen.
12 armor class and 115 hit points doesn't get you very long.
Certainly doesn't.
Why do they worship this
monsters with really low AC die so fast, even with bonus actions. Like unless you have a way to get your
those little tiny sharks.
unless you have a way to get your health back, like AC 12 against level 5 or 6 party members, is like forget it.
I am more survivable with 22 AC and 79 hit points. Like effectively, that's way more.
Oh yeah. Having a high AC. That's why those sharks were so hard. It was the 18 AC. It was like almost nothing else. Okay, Jewel, it's your turn.
8 said we've got to leave. She does see that Macaria is kind of far back.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. She thinks for a minute.
Come on.
She has no way of helping.
Yeah, Macaria, there's this like giant, it's the biggest dead thing you've ever seen. And you're like peering over it at your friends.
I mean, of all the party members to accept their death,
she has like no way of
if
helping
nothing else, Macaria,
Fine.
this has proven that Merkel is better than Sekola because its chosen has just been given over to Merkel.
it's see?
we're gonna do the dash. So 1,
Go for it.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't think she's gonna leave the party, so I'm not gonna do the cat move because I feel like she can already move the fastest and she doesn't like want to be that far away from
Also, you might get caught alone against a bunch of sahuagins, so staying with the party is probably better.
but she switches to short sword.
Right. Okay. So you're melee ones. Okay. All right. So let's just see real quick here. Movement rate on these guys.
I love the token that says shell sharks. That's my favorite one.
Mm-hmm.
Check out the thing I just got given to me on Twitter.
Let's see here. Okay. There we go. Okay.
Oh, Dave.
All right. So, Rin, it is your turn. You or Macaria.
Yep. 5, 20, 30. There we go. That's neat. I'm done.
Okay.
Do you have an action or did you dash?
I moved twice. Yeah.
Okay. I'm like, I got health potions.
I am going to, let's see. I guess I can move through the shark because it's dead.
Yes. Yeah. You can just maneuver around it. You're already going as slow as you can go.
Parkour over the shark.
2,
Sharkour.
3. And then I will move my.
In which you have to literally jump the shark. That's the rules of Sharkour.
Okay, I will move my spiritual weapon forward 20 feet because it's not, and it doesn't.
Yeah, it just moves. It apparates or whatever.
And that's my whole jam.
So it's Rin's turn then.
I don't think I have healing word right now because I took ceremony instead. Do I have healing word? I do not. Have healing word.
Listen, I got us covered. Don't worry.
Rin, it's
I
your
was
turn.
talking about for you.
Rin, it's your turn.
But I got us covered. It's fine.
Rin already moved.
My turn. I already moved.
Okay, perfect. I just wanted to confirm that's all you were doing because I can't just move on without you because then I get yelled at. All right, so let me see if I can find one fucking sahuagin among
I
many.
take another turn.
No.
Between turns.
I take.
Oh, actually, there's a feature for this. I can just hover over them in the order. Where is she? Oh, nope. The token. I used a different token. It's one of the dead ones. Damn it, Adam. She's in here somewhere. Where did she go? There she is. I found her. All right. So she'll swim up here, and then she's gonna cast Bless. Let me see here. Second level or higher, one additional creature for each slot above first. I will cast Bless at level 3. So she gets what? 6 people get blessings?
No, 5 because it's 3 and then
4, 5.
1 for each additional.
Yeah, that's right. Plus 2. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, she doles out the blessings of Sekola. All right, that's her turn. And then
No, we're so close to it, Adam. Don't make them.
let's see. Okay. So the first wave.
Oh no, they're so close.
The first wave of Sahuagin begin pouring around the corner. They don't get to attack because they have to move their full.
That's it. Into the killing fields.
That's right. They're coming.
Hold fast.
Okay. I think we got all of the regular ones.
We're around the wrong way, though.
Okay, so they all come running around. They come swimming around that corner, and then the next set of them, which I believe are, which art do we use for these ones? Okay, that's these guys. There's so many different kinds of
I'm not
sahuagin.
entirely sure if Fireball is the right choice here.
Okay.
It's underwater. I don't know if it is.
Do it.
If you cast it in the
They
right
already
spot,
have
Oh,
resist-
I see. It was the one
Right?
behind
to
him.
avoid it. Like I can get through them.
The what I was thinking is like I could cast Aura of Vitality, and then we could start like healing.
Oh, right. You took that. Right.
That's a good spell. It's a
Mhm.
very good spell.
Might be better.
All
If you
right.
can get back
That's
from
all of them, and now
before they
Carl
murdered
and company.
But yeah, the half damage is a little rough.
Yeah, surprising. Yeah, you do the fireball, and they're like, "How did this happen to me? How could this happen to me?"
Get out of here. Oh, no, there's no Alanis.
Although like value for money, even half damage on this many targets is
Yeah.
I mean, but it's a quarter if they make the save.
yeah, but
Well,
still.
still do
So
damage.
that's 10 damage, I guess.
I think that's all of them. Okay. All right, 8. It's your turn.
I can't even do anything because I can't get to them.
Can't you throw a javelin?
I mean, yeah. This is my good javelin.
Take a bad javelin out as a free action.
I'm not going off hands.
What do you have in your other? Oh, your shield.
Shield with the light spell on it. Yeah.
I want to do shark stacking. I want to go on top, but we already established that that doesn't really work.
Doesn't really work, yeah. Without a swim speed, you can't hover above the shark.
That's fair. You don't have the swim bladder, so you
That's
you
right.
can't control.
You can get one installed, I guess, later.
Oh, I can't even get him stupid.
I mean,
running.
sharks don't have one either, so I'm surprised they have a swim speed.
Javelin's made out of metal. It sinks.
This one has got the blessing of Tempest.
It's certainly named after Tempest, yeah.
What are you doing, Dave?
Yeah, what are you going to do?
I use my action to feed Rin a potion of great healing.
Thank you.
Okay.
Solid plan.
Now I can get
all right.
out of your way.
Enjoy 17 hit points.
Oh yes. I love it.
All right.
It's like looking down, I was like, what?
Jewel?
I've got, like torture victim's head in here.
Jewel,
Are
it's
we
your turn.
stabbing our way through this? Is that what we're doing?
Do we have another
I
choice?
think we gotta.
Like, fight.
Else. Yeah, they outrun us.
Yeah, they can
Yeah.
swim faster than us.
All right.
So
Jewel pulls out she's got her swords out. She's getting to the stabbings. The one directly
All right.
south of her.
There's one in front of you, so
13. I think that misses, right?
13. No, that's a hit against one of these. These are the little front guys.
Yeah,
That's right.
Hit.
Gosh darn this damage. It's 17.
17.
Okay. You stab it in the chest. Blood, but it doesn't die.
And then
You get a second attack. Oh, that's a miss. Yep. Second attack
Okay.
scatters off its scales.
Oh shit! It didn't die. Okay.
All right. Is that your turn, Rin? Or Jewel?
What
Sorry.
does this say? I can't zoom in on it. What does that token say?
Shell shark.
It's another shell shark.
Oh,
It's several more shell sharks. I'm pretty.
Yeah. A bunch more of them come swimming
It's
up.
like at least another 4.
They're the cavalry is on the way. It's behind the rest of them. Okay.
This is gonna suck. ass.
Rin, it's your turn.
Let's do it. Underwater fireball.
Boom. So there is, nuclear launch detected. We see a column of steam and bubbles as the fireball flies from your hand, impacts the wall back here, and then there's this like low, like as the whole thing just blasts
I
out.
bet it looks really cool.
It looks really cool underwater, yeah. So let me see. I think I have a thing we can do. So how wide is the
Let's-
fireball?
20 feet.
Okay, so it's like four across and the same high.
I think it's Is it 20 feet square? Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's 20 on a side, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we are standing in many ways in like a good spot for this. It's just
Yeah, it exactly doesn't hit us. It's perfect.
nice.
No, it's 20 foot It's
20 foot radius, not 20 foot.
Yeah, so you'd hit the
Diameter.
back wall, and then it'll come out 20 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're still in a good spot.
So it's
Well,
40.
yeah, so you're targeting the middle. So
No.
it's
You're
actually
targeting-
like this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's 20 foot radius.
Yeah, but
not
what I'm
10.
saying is if you want to not burn yourself to death, it has to go 20 feet out
That's
from
where
that
she
point.
put it.
Yes, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Yeah. So it doesn't
Yeah.
matter. It's the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Well,
what I was
mean, It
measuring.
goes down the hallway a little further, but other than that.
We were just saying
Yes.
that the circle you put out there was not accurate.
Yeah, no, I wasn't done. So
Okay.
it actually goes, well, no, so, okay, it goes 20 feet in every direction from that point.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay. So it doesn't go down the hall a little longer. It goes 20 feet in that direction, no matter what. Yeah, okay. All right, let's do this starting with the 6 regular sahuagin in front of you. Roll damage if you haven't already.
All right. Yeah. I gotta actually cast the spell. Hang on.
Max damage.
Please be
6
a
on
good
every
damage.
dice.
Oh, it's a terrible damage fireball.
Oh, that's a babby fireball.
All right, so
whatever.
23. So it's either 23 or 11.
It's either 11 or whatever.
Or sorry, yeah, it's either 11 or 6 or 5, I mean.
Yeah.
Right, 11 or 5. Okay. I'll make a note.
Not
11
as good as I wanted, but
or
it'll-
5. It's underwater. Okay. So, let's grab one of these frontline sahuagins. I need to make the save 6 times. It's DC 15.
Yep.
2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, they all failed. I think only the one in the front dies.
That makes sense.
The rest take 11 damage. I'm gonna clear tokens as you kill them, just for the sake of like occupying space.
Sake of ease, yeah.
Okay, all right. So that's the fireball hits those ones. Now we'll do. Let's see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me see how far out it goes to there. Okay, I think it's all the coral smashers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think there's 5 of them. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Okay, there are 5. 2 of them have bless.
Cool.
So let's do that now. Okay. And yes, fire, you have resistance to fire if you're underwater. That's what it is. It's not about the fireball spell. It's just rules of fire
The
underwater.
way it's written.
Okay, so first 2. This is I'm going to roll plus a d4 on these if they don't make it. Fail and fail, but neither of them the bless wouldn't matter. So those 2 take 11.
Nice.
Okay, and then there are 1, 2, 3 of them that don't have bless, so we'll do 3 more Carl Smashers. 1, 2, 3. 2 save and 1 fail. So 11, 5, and 5. Okay. And then we've got deep divers. I need to do 1, 2, 3. Oh, did it get that far? Oh, hold on. I owe you 1 more Carl Smasher with bless and a
Okay,
side of
one more.
fries. Okay, that one got a crit, so he takes the 5. Okay, so
I feel like this amount of math is where we should be like, if you two want to not have to do this on a piece of paper on your
Jesus, I can't even imagine.
you should probably sign up for Roll20.
Yeah,
That's
seriously.
right. Put the link in.
The link, yeah, the link.
Yeah, nice
Do
choice.
less math.
While Adam does work. Okay, so let me see. 1, 2, 3. Looks like 4, 5 deep divers, 1 that has bless. Okay.
What's a deep dive?
I guess I'll have to find out. All right. Deep
Probably
diver.
someone that dives deeply.
Um
All right, guys, I just need you to survive this one next turn, and then I can keep healing us. It's fine.
1
I
with
can
bless.
survive.
Doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Takes the hit.
People at the beginning.
And that's 5. And then 4 more without it. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's see here. 1 fails, 3 succeed. So let's make this guy the failure. And then 5 and 5. Okay. And then I think that's... Oh, there's one more. There's a champion behind them. All right, so the champion with Bless.
You know
So
what?
you get with AoEs.
This is still worth it. Like 5 damage even on all this shit. Is
And that one succeeds, takes 5. Okay, so that was the fireball. Big explosion, bunch of semi-burnt sahuagin, 1 casualty, and it is Makaria's turn. But Makaria, before...
That was just my action. I need to move.
Oh, you want to move? Okay, go ahead.
Because I don't want to be in the front here. So.
Okay, so attack of opportunity on you as you back.
Yeah, go ahead.
But it's just from like a regular nobody.
Yep.
So bite attack. Bite on you. I get an 18.
That hits.
Okay, you take 5 piercing damage.
Cool, got it.
Okay, all right. So, like I was saying, let's take a break here, and we'll pick up the fight when we get back because it's gonna be a lot. Yep. There's a big hallway full of shark people, and Makaria, it'll be your turn next, and then it'll be 4 straight turns of sahuagin action. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.